we're the first team. We're presenting on Maasai Mara. And the thing we are doing today, it's we're going to be participating as a TV show where we're going to discuss a destination in danger. And we are doing this in association with University of Girona. Our study partner is EMTM, FUN, WTO, and Earth Travel and Tourism Council. All right? Okay. Moving on, we're talking a little bit about Kenya, a land filled with nature, prosperity, animals, and beautiful people. But we see there is a lot of problems in this place. Some of the problems they face is they live with $1.25 per day GDP, and that is very, very poor for a country like this. They have problems with water. They have problems in many other aspects in their country. They have problems with roads. They have problems with diseases. They have problems with education. All right? And to hear all this, and to learn about all this, and to learn about the problem in this Maasai Mara region, today we have invited somebody from this land. I'd like to welcome you to meet our friend from Maasai Mara, Good Luck Madumi. Okay, so we have Good Luck here. He comes, he's a Maasai warrior. He has come to us all the way to tell us what we can do to save his heritage and culture. What can we do to create a symbiotic relationship between the tourists and the locals that live in this land? While in his spare time, Good Luck loves herding cattle and eating fresh honey. Ladies and gentlemen, let's find out from Good Luck firsthand what is happening in this land. Good Luck, can you please tell us what's happening with these tourists that come to your land?
Kwa kweli tuna matatizo mengi.
Okay, I know many of you do not understand the Maasai language, so we have translated this for you. What he wishes to say is there's too many tourists and too little in profits. Good luck. What else is happening in your land? Can you tell us something more?
Hakuna mahusiano mazuri kati ya wageni na wenyeji.
Okay, so he's losing his identity. The tourist is coming in, things are changing very fast, they're doing things for money, the identity is being lost. So, is your government helping you in this regard in any way?
Kwa kiasi kidogo sana.
I see. Okay, so they do not receive any help from the government as well. What else is happening? Do you all have good jobs, water, security, infrastructure?
Ni kwa wageni tu. Wenyeji hakuna kazi.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, they have a poor life, not enough roads, water, or jobs. So how is tourism helping this place? Okay, what else is happening, Good Luck? What happens to the companies or something like that? Do you have any ideas? We know that tourism companies are coming into your place.
Wenyeji hawashirikishwi kabisa, wanafanya maamuzi wageni.
All right, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Good Luck Madumi from the Maasai land. Now, let us hear the story from the side of a tourist who has traveled here several times. Let us welcome Mr. Patrick Wadze, a world explorer. Hi, welcome to the show, Mr. Patrick. Please have a seat. All right, now, Mr. Patrick, could you tell us a little about what is really happening? Before that, let me introduce Mr. Patrick to you. He enjoys extraordinary travels in peace. Money is not a factor for him. He hails from Germany. He has got plenty in his pocket. And he does not wish to see a change in his bank account after he purchases his third Bugatti Veyron. So tell us about your experiences in Maasai Mara, Kenya.
Okay, where should I start? First of all, you have to know that the infrastructure is horrible. In all the years when I was there, they changed nothing, so the development is garbage, really. And then you have to know that furthermore, the value for so much money you pay is too low. There are no authentic experiences, and there are lacks of quality services. And yeah, besides, when you visit a village, there are all the time you are concerned about your life because of them, because of them. So all the time you are afraid about robbery, and you are really scared when you are eating a bread that they will kill you because of it. So just a few things to sum it up. Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we clearly can see that there's a contention between the locals that live in this land and the tourists that come to visit them. Now, what we have tried to understand is this destination is in danger. Some of the dangers we can elaborate out here is the destination image. economic stability. She's a senior consultant at ETTC and Tourism Council. Welcome, please have a seat. She specializes in destination policy implementation, reviews for funding proposals, and outsourcing in Africa and South America. She also enjoys being a castellier in the Spanish country of Europe. Moving on, after this we have Ms. Ma Chibula. She's a managing director at Kenya Tourist Board. Welcome, please have a seat. She works to market the country as an extraordinary tourism destination, collaborate with multinational organizations, with local authorities to improve the tourism environment. She wishes to learn Chinese and sing to the wildebeest. Finally, we have Sir Alex Dimanche V. Welcome, Sir Alex. Please have a seat. All right. Sir Alex is operating Kikarok Nature Lodge in the Maasai Mara National Park. He sustains his bank account sustainably. So sustainably is his thing. He likes the smell of freshly printed euro bills, and fresh cut grass helps him relax. Now, gentlemen, ladies, welcome. What we're trying to do today is, we know that there is a problem with the destination image in Kenya. We have heard in the recent news that there was a terrorist attack. We know that there is large amounts of poaching that's happening in this place. People are worried to go to this place. They're scared and they have a negative image. Are you doing something to fix this?
Yes, so I can say that Kenyan Tourism Board is working closely with international tourism agencies to market the destination in our main tourism markets, such as US, UK, Germany, and Italy. And also throughout the year, we organize international events, such as, for example, the world's wildest marathon, to gain more publicity and generate positive word of mouth.
Yeah, that actually sounds very good for me. I would prefer the marathon, and I would take part in it as well. But we have to look how it will develop, so then we can see.
From the international perspective, obviously, we are very happy to hear about all the efforts the Kenyan Tourism Board is putting in. And we would also like to encourage them to expand their network. We can help them out with that through other connections. We would also like to encourage them to organize more international events, such as the campaign, for example, done by Greece, which addressed key concerns from the tourist perspective, and that obviously helped them to improve the image of the country.
Excellent. But when you mention Greece and we hear all this, one might be worried about the economic stability in the country. So how are you all planning to address it? Because we know there is large amount of fluctuations in prices. There is a difference in the wealth gap between the rich and the poor in this country. So are you all planning that something could be done about this to improve the situation?
Actually, the ETTC has already conducted the study of the economic environment in Kenya, and what we concluded is that the taxes could be increased without harming the tourism industry. So we would encourage the government to do that, and also to probably establish some fees to enter such places as the sanctuary in Maasai Mara. The proceeds could go directly to the tribe to solve some of the most severe problems in the region. The other thing that they could do is to establish new taxes by the government, and also to encourage the public and private partnerships in the region so that the locals actually prosper from the tourism as well.
This is actually a good idea. I will propose it to my board of directors. At the moment, I can say that we are subsidizing locally owned businesses, and we give reimbursements from tax collection to the locals.
We are actually very happy that you subsidize some of our projects. As a local business, what we try to do is to hire locally as much as we can. At the moment, we have about 60% of the employees from the Maasai Mara region, but we aim to increase this percentage by offering or supporting training in hospitality and tourism studies. And for this, we work closely with the Utali College in Nairobi, and we actually help them develop their program for hospitality and tourism studies.
Mr. Patrick, you look a little agitated. What's happening here?
Come on, guys. That's all well and good, but do you know that economy can just be developed with good infrastructure? So, as I mentioned before, so I need 20 hours for 270 kilometers. So, have you ever thought about this?
Yeah, thanks for pointing this out. The Kenya Tourism Board is aware of this problem, and if you all take a look at our national tourism strategy, We have plans to improve our basic infrastructure in the national parks. However, at this point, we do not have enough possibilities to finance the whole project. Therefore, we look for international cooperation for some co-financing.
Well, obviously, we are very happy to work with you on this project. What we are waiting for from the government side is for the effective development plan. As soon as we get that, we will be happy to start the negotiations about the financing.
It all sounds good, but on a local level, what we try to do is to maintain the infrastructure around our property, to use or to hire local contractors and use local materials, and to build as sustainably as possible. For example, the lodge is built in the kind of traditional architecture of the local Maasai Mara region, and this way we support them to maintain their culture alive. Okay, talking about this, one main issue which should be tackled is that of environmental degradation. What do you especially propose to do about this?
So yes, in the last 5 years, the problem of environmental degradation in Kenya was hugely discussed. And in this respect, our first plan is to diversify our tourism product. So we want to switch from mass safari and coastal tourism to more sustainable forms, such as cultural tourism, ecotourism, and water sports. Another problem in media is showing the problem of poaching, and so for this we are implementing control measures to increase the number of rangers in our parks.
That all sounds very good. Obviously, the international organizations are a bit concerned about the poaching problems, and we would like to encourage you to make the regulations and policies stricter. The other tool that we propose is to impose fines not only for the poaching activity for the people who are found doing this, but also for the businesses that sell souvenirs made from the endangered animals, and also for the people who are found in possession of such souvenirs. We believe that in this way we could reduce the demand for souvenirs made from the animals that are endangered, and also this would reduce the supply of them. The other thing is that obviously we can help you with the finances and obviously human resources.
I have to say, this sounds fantastic. My sustainable business really needs this kind of support.
All right, but Sir Alex, let me intervene here. I understand your sustainable business needs that. But we know when a lot of tourists comes to a land, what happens is we see some form of enclave tourism. It's like people are coming in and then they start doing things their own way, and then we create this product and this, like we put price together and these packages, and they pay a fee and they just get this fixed things, and they just go see the street things and they just go back home. So do you all have any ideas on how you could tackle this enclave tourism issues in here?
I want to add something to this point because it's really nice. I as a tourist would love to see more of the country and want to discover more, but because of the package tours you are picked up at the airport, then travel to your destination and you have no possibility to see more of it. Of course, I can do it by my own way, but it's a little bit unsecure, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, so how could you solve this problem of the tourists?
Okay, Patrick, I have a solution for this. What I try to do is offer small personalized tours so that tourists and locals get engaged in activities together. They can learn from each other and share experiences. And this way, this kind of tension between locals and tourists can be somehow diffused. Yeah.
Yes, as I mentioned before, we are trying to introduce alternative tourism products which take tourists to less visited areas, and with this we ensure a wider spread of tourism receipts and tourists get more authentic experiences.
So, as Alex mentioned, it would be nice to engage more with the locals because I have never the possibility to see them in their real life. For me, they are playing roles and staging their rituals. So in all the 5 years, I have never seen a local building his kettles or eating fresh honey. So where's the authenticity?
Indeed, this authenticity issue is big in Maasai Mara, but again, this engagement of tourists with the locals can give the locals enough incentive to maybe keep this culture alive and as authentic as possible.
Yeah, and at the national level, we are offering several educational and awareness programs for tourism businesses, and as I said, we're developing cultural tourism.
All right, thank you our experts for the great discussion. Because of the shortage of time, we will wrap up here. Thank you so very much. I believe that after understanding the situation, the tourist and the local can somehow live in a symbiotic, in a relationship, in a harmonious relationship, and we can also have tourists and locals, and the tourism can benefit the Maasai Mara land. All we need to do is take care of some of these issues that we have. I would like to welcome you to join each other and perhaps shake hands, and if that would help the situation.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
All right, and what do you have to say good luck to our people here?
Kuna matata.